Namaste. In Rishi Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, Sutra 1.33 talks about Mudita. It's a beautiful term which means joy in the success or the virtue of another. In German, there's a word Schadenfreude, which means unreasonable happiness in the misery of another. Schadenfreude is the opposite of Mudita. And why do we feel happy in the misery of others? Because misery loves company. If I'm miserable, I'll feel solaced by the misery of others, that I'm not the only miserable person in the world. But this is not really the answer. Being solaced is not enough. We are born to be joyful and happy. And Mudita, the Buddha actually calls it one of the Brahma Viharas, one of the heavenly abodes. When we abide in Mudita, we abide in a heaven of consciousness. So Mudita is really the opposite of jealousy. If I see others succeeding or having a virtue which they are being praised for, I start feeling jealous. But Rishi Patanjali invites us to change this jealousy into the heavenly abode of Mudita. So, we get jealous because we feel goodness is a limited commodity. We have a deep conditioning that if somebody else gets more, I'm automatically getting less. But if we look deep into it, we'll see this is not so. We live in an abundant universe where there is enough place for everyone to shine. There's ample place and space for goodness to grow. One person's shine does not take away my chances to shine. So, I remember I had this conversation with an ex-student of mine who said that, incidentally, I teach yoga as an ICSE board subject. It's an optional subject. And whenever we do Mudita, most of the students will say that that's one thing they find really difficult to do. But which is why what I'm sharing with you, going to share with you, heartens me even more. So one ex-student who'd been through the whole course of yoga with me and had become a lawyer, she was applying for jobs after she got her law degree. She and her friend were both applying, and she said she and her friend were prepping each other because they were going for the interview for the same job prospect. So I played the devil's advocate just to test how deep yoga had gone into her, and I said, "Arey, but if you help your friend, suppose she gets the job and you don't?" And she gave me an answer which brought a big smile to my heart. She said that, "Miss, I've learned this much from yoga and from life, that I'm not on a racetrack. I'm not racing against my friend. I'm walking a life path which is unique to me. My friend is walking a life path unique to her. What she's supposed to get, she will get. What I'm supposed to get, I will get. There's no question of competition." And this brings me to one of my favorite lines. What's yours will know your face and come to you. There is an ultimate control in the universe, and what's meant to come to you is in the safekeeping of universal wisdom. And at the right season, it will come to you. Nobody can snatch it away from you. So whenever you feel jealous or threatened, just repeat this as an affirmation. What's mine will know my face and come to me. Also, remember that every time you're feeling jealous of your friend, you're vitiating the energy exchange between you and your friend. You may be very sweet to your friend, but you're feeling jealous of your friend's happy relationship, success, whatever, which is normal, it's human. You don't have to feel bad about it, but you can have a will to change it, because our thoughts are energy. Whenever you think of a person, the thought energy reaches the person. It's not that the person can reach your mind, but the energy reaches the person, and somehow the person doesn't feel very comfortable with you. So work on jealousy so that you have more full, rich, and harmonious friendships. And also remember how happy you feel when somebody genuinely feels happy for your success. And you know there are very few people like that. Most people will give you lip service, well done, etc. But you can sense that they are not completely happy because you're successful. But those one or two who you sense genuine happiness in your success, how gratified and solaced you feel by their existence. Why not make yourself into somebody who can give another a similar kind of gratification when you genuinely feel happy for their success? So Mudita, cultivating it is a great way to find your way out of jealousy. Stay tuned for the next video where we give you a practice that can give you access to Mudita. Namaste.